My name is Kiran and I play Suzy in the play My Name Is.
My name is ... Umar and I am playing Farhan.
My name is Kiran and I'm playing Ghazala.
The play is about the relationship between a father, a mother and a daughter, and how that relationship is affected by exterior pressures. I think it's about a love story, it's about a divorce and the trauma that can cause to all the parties who are even touched by it. It's about how the shifting identities of various cultures in Glasgow, which I think applies to a much broader. I think that's something that everyone can relate to. How cultural pressures have borne down on this marriage, and what people have taken away from it, and the prejudices that people bring to their understanding of any kind of multicultural relationship.
Well, it's a Scottish story, isn't it? So that's one of the things that attracted me to this project. And the second thing attracted to me this project is that I have been trying to work with Tamasha for about 10 years now. And Tamasha doing a Scottish story. That was it, really. I'm in.
To be honest, one of the things that really appealed to me is I remember the case that the story is based around. And at the time, I was conscious that I made certain assumptions based on the information I got from the media. And when the broader context of the story became apparent, it gave me a lot of cause to stop and wonder exactly where I had got those assumptions from and why I leapt to certain conclusions. I was a little bit embarrassed and ashamed of myself for some of the assumptions that I made about the people in this story when I was reading about it in the news. So I was really keen, even with the limited piece of script that I had seen from the audition, it was so obvious to me that these were really interesting, genuine people, and that the story was not clear-cut, that there is no good guy and bad guy in this. This is a story about three people and their relationships and how they fracture and change, and about how complex that is and how motives are not simple. And I thought that it's a beautiful job of taking what I presume was a lot more information, a much bigger verbatim transcription, and turning it into a play which has shape and drama, and it's such an emotional connection to these three people, but within the context of a play. It's a beautiful job, it's lovely, so I'm really interested in being part of it, and I hope it turns out really well.
I think the biggest challenge has been, because it's verbatim and it's based on three real people who had a lot of media attention when it all happened. It's been quite a challenge, kind of staying true to it being a play and trying to accommodate the real life people that have spoken these words, and also verbatim as a technique in theatre is always a bit of a challenge, because the wordings and things are very specific, and it can come across as quite daunting and quite a heavy text when you first begin, but no, we're getting through it, so excited.
Well, I've had a pure sell to life, you see, so coming to London is a very incredibly massive challenge. We're kind of used to, takes 45 minutes from Glasgow to Edinburgh. It takes me about an hour and a half just to get here, so that was quite a biggest challenge, waking up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Challenging, intriguing, and heartfelt.